Good morning and welcome to Think Share. My name's Zach, here to bring to what I've been thinking about, sharing about, talking about, listening to, reading about that doesn't belong in math class to make you the goodest version of yourself. This morning I've been listening to Lewis Howes' School of Greatness, and he was having an interview with Chris Lee. And I've never heard of Chris Lee before I was listening to this, but I was honestly entranced in it. I didn't even want to stop the podcast to record my own podcast this morning, but I've committed to myself that I'm going to make it on the way into work every morning as a podcast. So one thing I really loved about it and allowed me to be more mindful was as I was turning it on. So last night I had an interview with Clifford Starks and Ty Speaks, two YouTubers that I've done some work with before. Clifford is he's been a UFC fighter. He said he's in semi-retirement, and Ty is a college student that has I would say a similar mindset to mine, that all three of us are really just trying to grow exponentially every day. And I asked both of them one of the questions that Tim Ferriss asks a lot of the people that come into his interviews. And the question was, what is bad advice, and what advice would you give to somebody coming out of college that's, a high achiever and really wants to get after things? And so Ty's answer to what is bad advice was, anyone that says that they know everything and has the answer is bad advice. The moment that you hear someone being so confident and so over the top about knowing what they're talking about is bad advice. And I thought to myself, I think I really agree with what you have to say here, Ty. Mostly because I know there's moments when I feel that way, where I think I really have the right answer. And oftentimes I've been wrong. I think there's a lot of wisdom in knowing that you know nothing. And sometimes I don't realize that I'm not being all that wise, mostly because I'm saying and thinking that I know everything. And so after thinking about that, and as I was about to turn on this podcast, I thought to myself, what else am I going to get from this guy? I already know everything. I literally had a moment sort of like that. And I was like, wow, no one should be taking advice from you at this moment in time, since you know everything, Zach, just based on what Ty said last night. And from there, I started thinking, well, what could I gain from this interview? Because, I think I'm pretty knowledgeable, but what could I gain? And then I had to reflect on the question, well, where do I want to go that I have yet to be able to go? And I said to myself, well, money is a thing that I have yet to really manifest in my life. I've taken a lot of actions, and not all of them have come to where I want them to be, to the point where I have enough money coming in that I can choose to work or not. So I was thinking to myself, well, it's not really money that's ever the case. It's who am I being that I'm not allowing money to come into my life? Who am I being that I haven't broken past this? And what's holding me back? And so I started listening to it through that lens. And, there wasn't a direct answer to the question of what's holding me back. But I had thought to myself, and I'm not even sure what the words were that I was hearing from either of them, but I think one of the important things a lot of us miss is that we have blind spots. And because we have blind spots, we don't always know what's holding us back, and we don't even know that we're being held back. We think we're at our full potential, and blind spots we're blind to, therefore we don't know where we could go. So one of the things I've been trying to embrace as I've been listening to this is, one, I don't know what I am unable to achieve. I don't know what my full potential is, and I don't know whether I'm meeting it or not. I can assume that I'm not meeting it yet, and that I'm not to my fullest potential, as I don't have all the results that I want in my life. And at the same time, I'm going to stay in the inquiry of what could be that next level for me. What are some of the things that I'm looking to do? I've recently broken past the sort of fear of having people on my YouTube channel as interviewees. And in the past week, I've done 4 of them or 5 of them, and in the past 2 weeks. And so that's been a cool breakthrough, is really enjoying that, having these fun conversations online with people. I've been thinking about subscriber counts on YouTube, as that's one of the main ways I see myself making income over time, is having a YouTube channel, growing it, and having people genuinely interested enough in it that I have ad revenue and or sponsorships. And I've been wondering what is it about who I'm being that is not allowing me to fully succeed? What am I holding on to that I can let go of? And I haven't come to it yet. If you've been noticing something, feel free to let me know, either in the Facebook comments or in the reviews, or check out my YouTube channel and let me know in the comments. But that's the inquiry that I'm going to try to be in I think I always listen to these inspirational things and I'm on to a new question for myself, but I think this is one that would really serve me to continuously be asking myself. So I invite you to also ask that question. What is it, not what is it that's holding you back from what you want, but what is it in your full potential that you're not meeting? And constantly be in the inquiry, not that there's a right or wrong answer, that there is something that you are doing, you are being, that's holding you back. From my friend Amy Batuski, who's a life coach for multiple people making 6 figures. She was saying that the coaching she does with people is all about who they're being. It's rarely to do with what they're doing, because doing comes from being. So thank you for listening. Stay weird, humans.